My name is Elizabeth Symington. My channel is all about how to read and write in Braille, and today I'm going to show you how to make a Christmas card with Braille on it. For the card I'm going to show you how to make, there's a decorative mug on the front, and in Braille it says, "Warm holiday wishes." There's also a wisp of steam coming out of the top of the mug, and a little tea tag hanging over the edge. And inside there's a note that's both handwritten and written in Braille. So be sure to stay tuned to the end, because I'm going to show you what I hid behind this mug to make the card smell good. So if you haven't already, please hit subscribe, and if you enjoy the video, please hit like. So this is a Braille typewriter, and I'm going to load the paper in there. Going to first make sure the knobs are rolled away from me all the way, and then lock the paper in place. Now I'm going to feed the paper into the machine and advance it twice. Okay, and then I'm going to advance this, hit spacebar, so it's lining up with my pencil marks for where I wanted to write the Braille. So I finished adding Braille to this page. What I'm going to do next is take my template, center the Braille, put my little handle cut out in there, get everything lined up the way I want it, trace the mug with the pencil, do that for all 4 of them on the page. So I'm hoping now that things are starting to make sense as to why I was using a template. It's just a really handy way for me to center the Braille to the mug. So the next step is for me to cut everything out and then erase the lines with the eraser. I added some washi tape to the mugs just to add a little bit of visual interest, and they're made out of different textures. We've got smooth and we also have rough tape. So I'll take an X-Acto knife and just trim off all the excess. The next step is to make a little tea tag. For the tea, it's going to hang over the lip of the mug. So I made myself a template, and using the scrap blue paper, I just traced the tea tag 4 times, and I'm going to cut those out. So I like my art to be a little surprising, so I decorated the little tea tags with washi tape, and the fun part about the card is that behind the mug, I'm going to tape a real tea bag. It's cinnamon scented, so that way the mug is going to smell like Christmas. So the last thing I need to cut out is the wisp of steam that's coming off the top of the mug. So here I have it traced 4 times on a piece of cardstock. I'm going to cut that out real quick and tape it to the back of the mug. So this is the back side of the mug. I stuck double-sided sticky foam on the back to give it dimension. And I'm going to hide a tea bag on the back. It's cinnamon, so it's going to smell delicious. Bought pre-made blank cards and envelopes because nothing frustrates me more than making a card and having it come out a little crooked after all this work of designing it. So I'm going to Braille the message on the inside of the card using my Braille writer, which is a Braille typewriter. So the final step is to take my mug, flip it over, and place it on the front of the card. And there we go. There's the rest of the cards. Warm holiday wishes. On the right side's the Braille, and on the left it says, "Dear Mom, wishing you every happiness this holiday season and throughout the coming year. Sincerely, Elizabeth." So I'm hoping you're feeling inspired to make some Christmas cards with Braille on them. You have a couple options for adding the Braille. You can either buy a Braille writer, which is a Braille typewriter. New, they're about $900, but a lot of times a used one's around $300. A more cost-effective version of writing Braille is called a slate. You would put the paper in there upside down and then take a stylus and you would poke the dots on the back side of the paper. So I will include links down below for my favorite slate on Amazon. Fits an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper, but you can always use smaller sheets of paper and just tape them in place. They don't slide around. So I hope you enjoyed this. Please hit subscribe and let me know if you make any cards.